Hi everybody, this is Amanda Ellis of amandaellis.co.uk, Facebook page Angelic Celestial Colours, YouTube channel Amanda Ellis. Welcome to all my regular subscribers and hello to some new people who I suspect might have clicked on this video because it's got the two words twin flame in them. Having said that, this is going to be a video following similar energy and guidelines that I always follow, which is that I work with the energies of Archangel Metatron. I'm also going to be bringing in the energies of Archangel Samuel and Archangel Raphael in this particular video. And I am being called really to talk about twin flames because there has been a real rush of people coming forward in the last couple of months in particular with twin flame issues or wanting guidance on this subject. Okay, now I know there's an awful lot of other channels out there that specialize in twin flame relationships. That is not what I do. I am talking about this issue because I feel it is linked to the ascension path that we and the wider planet are all on. And so therefore we can't just push twin flame energy to the sidelines as something that is niche and not relevant for most people. It is coming up as an energy because it is wanting to bring down a divine template of a new way to love and be loved. And what Metatron is saying to me is, above all else, that is a template for unconditional love, which up to this point on this planet, as human beings, we have, I'm hearing the words, we have failed miserably to achieve. Okay, the closest we get to unconditional love is maybe love for our children. There is obviously the unconditional love that comes from the divine, that comes from our guides, that comes from our angels. But one-on-one relationships, whether you be in a heterosexual relationship, whether you be in a same-sex relationship, it's been very hard up to this point in time to bring in the energy of unconditional love. Because what has happened is, up to this point, as soon as your partner does something where they're stepping out of the box that maybe you have put them into, or maybe society has put them into. I'm not saying that things don't happen that you don't have a right to respond to. You know, maybe you've been cheated on or you've been abused. No one's saying to stay in a relationship like that. I'm talking about the day-to-day challenges that sometimes come in, well, will always come in relationships, the ups and downs, you know, the things which are to do with, I don't know, money is one that often causes challenges in relationships, for example, miscommunication, not feeling heard, sexual problems, all sorts of things that can come up in our one-on-one relationships. And very often, of course, when the first challenge comes, people walk out of the door to search for the partner that is going to provide the answers to everything that they feel they need. And I'm really not sitting here in a position of somebody that has learnt it all, that knows it all. I am married twice. I had a first marriage in my 30s. I did leave that. So, you know, I don't want you to watch this and think that I'm somehow preaching at you or anything like that. I know that this path of unconditional love is very, very difficult to achieve at human level. And so what we have is a group of souls that signed up pre-incarnation to try to bring this in. And what Metatron is saying, that every generation that comes in from now on will always have a group of souls that have agreed that this is part of their mission, to try to bring in this union of twin flame energy. Okay, but let's just concentrate on the ones that are here now. And if you are one of them, or if you know of this phenomenon, the important thing to realize is that often, because of its very nature, twin flames will go through a lot of challenge. And often the biggest challenge actually is through separation, through being literally physically apart from the person that ultimately at soul to soul level, you know that you love unconditionally. And it is a bit of a test to see, you know, over the months, over the years, because it's often years, whether that flame of love can still hold true. I was given the song actually by a friend this week with regard to this whole twin flame issue, and she gave me the song. It's a song by the Bangles and it's called Eternal Flame. I don't know if you know the song. It's quite a pretty little song from the 1980s, but it is that thing about twin flame energy, is about holding the eternal flame for each other, because it is a love that transcends time and space and dimension. And absolutely, you will have been together before, during other lifetimes, and you will know each other very well, which is why there is that sense of familiarity when you first see each other. And I know that can also be said for other relationships which aren't twin flame, but I'm just really concentrating here on the twin flame energy in this video. So there is this sense of familiarity, of having known each other before. But often you find that for whatever reasons you are separated in this life and in this incarnation, and it's very much a journey back to reach reunion with each other. Now, some of you watching this may have found you already have achieved reunion, and you'll be on to, you know, the next part of the lesson. However, I'm feeling that there are many split twin souls at the moment who are yearning for reunion, but for whatever reason are being kept apart. However, I am being told that it is literally like waves. It's waves that come in, and every now and again there is a window that opens up, and it offers the potential and the opportunity for these two people to come back together. Having said that, you can only go through that window to reunion with each other if you have, what Metatron is saying here, cleared your decks. By very nature of trying to bring down a divine blueprint of love and what love looks like, it cannot be built upon pain, betrayal, or anything shady, for want of a better word, okay? So usually, typically, twin flames will come together when they are free to come together. And there are many twin flames at the moment that are in existing relationships, partnerships, marriages maybe, who for whatever reason are there. There is a reason that they are there. They are learning something from their soulmate that they are with, but yet they are not yet free to reach out to their twin flame or to be with their twin flame. And that is a real challenge, because it's about, as I say, keeping that flame alive. And the honest truth is, you only keep that flame alive if the love is real. Because if it isn't real, and if it was just purely based on something like lust or a happy memory, the flame would die. You know, you can't keep something alive that doesn't actually have energy to keep it alive. So I'm looking down because I've made some notes here, because there's just a lot of information flowing through. So we've talked a little bit about unconditional love. We've talked a little bit about separation. These are huge subjects that, to be honest, I could talk easily for an hour on. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe I'll do a series of videos, but it's not the purpose of today. The purpose of today is just to set the stall out. This is the current thinking. This is the current energy. What guidance wants to come through. The other thing that I think is really important is, I think that a lot of people are getting stuck in a idealized template Metatron is talking about two people coming together, the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together, union happening, unconditional love. It's all fantastic. But the thing is, that isn't taking into account that these two individual people have within them the essence of both divine male and divine female, okay? There is no such thing as just somebody who is completely divinely feminine, and there is no such thing as somebody who is completely divinely masculine. We are all a combination of both. And I suspect what's happening in a large number of cases is that there is, and this came up in a session actually this week, so I know this is relevant and new information, is the thing about mirroring, okay? So if, for example, you are a woman and you are fully embodying, you know, your divine feminine energy and waiting for your divine masculine energy to ride in, you know, on the back of a white horse. I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. Basically, you have completely and utterly neglected your own divine masculine energy. And because you have neglected your own divine masculine energy, you are a mirror of your twin soul. And so your twin soul is going to, your twin flame rather, sorry, your twin flame is going to reflect that and be a weakened masculine energy. Is that making sense? So really, for union to happen, the two people, and this doesn't matter whether it's male, female, two women, two men, it's all about, we're all individuals and we all have the feminine and the masculine energy in us. And for us to attract the twin flame that we are meant to be with and is divinely orchestrated, it's something that you can't negotiate, it's there or it's not there, in this lifetime anyway, we have to embody both qualities. And I think this really is where a lot of people have been stumbling about in the dark, which is that they've just been working on their own individual sexual energy that they carry. I'm a woman, so I have to embody the divine feminine. You're a man, so you have to embody the divine masculine. You know, completely neglecting the other 50% of the equation. You only get the union happening when you have two people that have a balanced divine masculine and divine feminine, and they are mirroring that back to each other in a beautiful way. I wish I was an artist, because I wish I could express it. I know I do have a lot of artists that watch me, so if you're resonating with my words, I hope you're understanding what I'm saying, which is I can just feel this beautiful energy exchange between these two people, and there's 50% of this person's male reflecting back to that person's 50% and vice versa. And together, of course, it creates the whole picture, all right? I will say at this point that I personally do not believe in the concept of split souls. I don't believe that these two people are two halves of the same soul. You can what's the word? Not argue the point. You can disagree with me on that point. Okay, it's not a case of I'm right and you're wrong. It's a case of this is what I resonate with. It's what I feel I've been taught by my guides. It's what feels right for me, because I really believe in the divinity of each person having a unique soul. And it doesn't make sense to me for that soul to have been split into half for whatever reason. So my understanding of a twin flame relationship is these are two people who have signed up for a mission in this lifetime to try and bring this divine love, new template down to earth. What does love look like? What does unconditional love look like in a partnership? Can you sustain that? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it look like? But they each are their own soul. And so you get two souls that join who've signed up for this special task, a divine task, an important task. And together, these two souls, by what they are creating between them, it's like they create a third energy, okay? And that third energy sort of wraps itself around both of them, okay? So it's like 1 and 1 actually make 3 with regard to twin flame energy. I'm not talking about a child here. I'm talking about the energy between the two people. So it's not half and half becoming 1. It's 1 and 1 becoming 3. And that 3, of course, 3 is linked into the Trinity as well. It's a divine number. The 3 is I'm seeing what Metatron is showing me is the pyramid. Okay, so we have the masculine energy here on the right of the bottom of the pyramid. In fact, I've got to go and get your pyramid. Hold on, I've got it up here. Not many people probably have one of these just sort of close to hand, but I happen to have one. Right, here's my pyramid, okay? Thank you to my friend who gave me this and who made me this as well. He knows who he is and he's probably watching. So we have the bottom of our pyramid here, maybe representative of our male, our female, or let's actually not get it confused with male and female. Let's just say person. Person 1, person 2, their energies combine and we actually get the 3rd energy, okay? I'm actually going to put this on my desk because the energy is so powerful. And at this point, just to have a breather from me talking, I'm just going to bring some sprays in and then we're going to pull some cards. So I'm going to show you actually what I've got here on my table to help me talk about the energy of twin flame relationship. I have got firstly this beautiful heart that I've probably shown you before, calcite heart. And you know, can you also see that within this calcite heart there are many, you know, inclusions, but you know, you can see that this heart is weathered, okay? It isn't broken, but the very nature of calcite is it looks like it's got cracks within it and splits within it, okay? But yet it stays whole, okay? And it just feels as though that's a very important crystal linked into our twin flame energy, okay? I've also got this other crystal which is perfect for expressing what I'm trying to say, which is pink calcite, 2 hearts joined as one, okay? Very beautiful. I've got the Archangel Shamuel spray, which I will use in a moment, and I've got Archangel Raphael. And the Metatron spray that I felt that I wanted to bring into this session was actually the Tanzanite, the Archangel Metatron Tanzanite 3rd eye spray. And that's because those of you that are in twin flame relationships, you have to trust, you know, you have to trust. You have to be able to see a higher picture at all times. And you have to be able to believe in the horizon, okay? Even if you can't see anything on the horizon, it's knowing that that other person is linked to you. I watched something recently and it was talking about they're linked to you not just at heart level, but at root level. And that really resonated, this feeling of being connected at heart, but also at root, you know, because at root is where we are anchored. I'm talking here about base chakra, down to earth star as well. Let me now just spray the Shamuel. Okay, let's see what Archangel Shamuel has to say about this whole subject, twin flame energy, as I make it in October 2017. Archangel Shamuel. Love isn't always about sugar sweet fluff. Love isn't always about peace and harmony. It is what you strive for and what you wish the path of love to be smooth, to be hassle-free, to be blessed with the scent of blossom and the sweetness of honey. Yet the path of love upon earth has to take in the full spectrum of experiences and emotions that are relevant to this great planet. And this great planet, because of its dense vibration at present, creates many difficulties for each soul. Truly, therefore, the energy of love and unconditional love often has a bumpy ride. For the air through which love flies is not always straightforward or smooth. Cupid's arrow flies through the air, but is often diverted, distorted by not just environmental factors, but also through factors that each person contributes to. In particular here, the energy of doubt, of fear, of jealousy, of rage, of doubt. Doubt is a cancer for love. Love cannot thrive where doubt exists. Unconditional love demands trust and faith and hope. Many of you twin flames are separated at this time because it is actually easier to keep the flame of hope alive when not presented with earthly challenges and realities of living day to day, hand to mouth, within normal life. It is as though society and energy around society and structures around society need to heighten, to help the divine love that twin flames can birth to land. Truly, the twin flame energy is like an aeroplane in the sky that flies free at higher self level, but which, when landed, can face difficulties from hostile terrain. Indeed, some of you are struggling to land and ground this love in day-to-day life. The next hurdle and challenge is to bring this plane and land her safely. For each soul to disembark upon new sacred land and live their everyday life together in a society that can match the vibration that they hold. I, Archangel Raphael, send love to any of you struggling at this time with twin flame angst and hurt. Communication is key. Communication is key. And if it can not be expressed face to face, it can always be expressed at higher self to higher self level. You need to keep the lines of communication open between you, and also appreciate that these lines of communication are not one-way traffic. It's also about being open to receive the messages that your other half sends you from afar. Relax. Soothe your brow. Open your heart. Open your vision. And get ready to land this new love upon planet Earth. Your time will come when you are free to do so. Many in the spiritual planes are helping prepare for the day of reunion between many twin flames that is coming. Not all, but some. But first, a lot of hostile energy has to be healed upon this earth. For those twin flames that are already landed and are together, we applaud you and we encourage you to keep going. You are the way showers for others that will follow. Do not give up. Realize that you have been set a high bar to reach in this life, but the rewards are not just personal, they are collective. And just receive into your heart what Archangel Samuel needs you to receive right now upon your journey, whether in union or in separation. What is it that Samuel brings to you? That energy is very, very beautiful. I could have stayed in that the whole day. I'm going to pull some cards just to try and ground me a little bit. None of this can be rushed, I'm hearing. None of this can be rushed. It's too important. You can't force it. And those of you that are already in existing relationships with soulmates, you need to complete that. You need to learn all that there is to learn from that. You need to stay with that. Until it is very obvious and very clear that the path ahead has been prepared for you to leave. And we are not encouraging anybody to leave. We are encouraging you to stay the course, knowing that when you have finished the race, you have finished the race. You know. But you finished the race. Your twin flame isn't going anywhere, can't go anywhere. Whether in this life reunion takes place or the next, reunion will take place. There is no rush. We understand this is a very difficult message for you to receive, because human beings like to run to time, to clocks, to watches, to dates, to cycle. But the truth is that in the eternity of the soul, you come back together all the time. You also come back together in dream state. And you can find balance with all of this through going within, sitting, being, listening. No one can tell you whether somebody is your twin flame or not. Nobody can tell you what the current state of your twin flame relationship is or not. Nobody can tell you anything about these relationships other than your own soul. Because this is a soul love. And it is between purely the two of you. The two of you create the third energy. The third energy isn't a separate person that comes in and interferes with this process. We can support you and we can guide you, but we cannot tell you. And that is what you struggle with. Back to unconditional love. Nobody can teach you unconditional love. You have to feel it. You have to live it. You have to be it. And you learn it by your own experience, not through a book, not through what somebody tells you. It has to be an inherent energy that you carry within you. Let's see what Archangel Raphael has to say now. Some of you are feeling so lost and hurt. And betrayed within these relationships. Whether together or not. Yet you stay. Because you have no choice but to. Like an elastic band that can be stretched apart through challenge, the elastic band will always come back, contract back together. The two hearts of these people are so linked that you can never truly separate that. However far apart you are, whatever happens, there is no sword that can separate this. And that is because you signed a contract before coming to this earth. Let my green light come in and repair your heart now. Allow my green energy to come into your heart and into the heart of your beloved. For 1 and 1 to make 3. Each pillar needs to be strong, rejuvenated and whole. And think what I'd like to do now is I'm going to pull a card relating to you, and then the other one is going to be related to your other half. And you note I'm not saying one for divine feminine, one for divine masculine, because I'm really remembering those words that are we are both, okay? That's why I'm saying there's a card for you, and then there's a card for your partner. And then we'll also pull one for whatever the block is, okay? So a card for you first. No, I'm gonna go. One card for you, Metatron, that one. The card for you is share the love. Okay, this is a card of generosity. This feels like you're wearing, well, I was going to say you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. Here, the heart is actually in the palm of your hand. You are giving, you know? You are giving. But actually, if you look at the heart in the middle, it's got a crack down the line, down the centre of it. And that heart is a little bit broken, but it's been sealed back together again with a pink energy. But it's like that whole gesture is like, I want to do this. This is my heart. What more can I give you? Here it is. Here it is. Take it. Can you feel the energy of that? I'm doing it with no expectation. Okay? It's like I give my heart. I just give you my heart. I'm not giving you my heart thinking I'm giving you my heart because I'm going to get something in return. I'm just giving you my heart. Can you feel the humility and the humbleness in that? No expectation. That's what unconditional love is. I give you my heart. But equally, this is important, I give you my heart because I know you're worth it. I'm not giving you my heart because I think you don't. Sorry, phone went. I give you my heart because I know you're worth it. And I give you my heart because I'm coming to you with humbleness and humility. But equally, you are my mirror. And if you are my mirror, I know you deserve it. I know you deserve that because you have the energy that I am giving you. Okay? So that's your energy. And it's a number 3 energy, okay? And 3 is very expansive, okay? It's a very expansive energy, linking into the planet Jupiter, okay? Which is all about love and abundance, you know? No strings attached. I give you my love. Let's see where they're at. Okay, let's see. I'm just a bit nervous now what we're going to get. Okay, where are they? Where are they? Your partner. Where? Oh, okay, that one's come out. I knew that was going to come out. I knew that was going to come out. Okay. I give you my heart freely, okay? There's no cage around that. This is where they're at. See that? Their heart is in a cage. Okay? It's the card which says Master, but I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that this is actually the linking into the Devil card as well in the traditional tarot. I feel as I need to just read the words actually that go with this. He, she doesn't feel she deserves it. Doesn't feel she deserves that. He doesn't feel she deserves, let's just say he. He doesn't feel he deserves that. He's boxed away his heart. There's a sadness there. Card number 15. I did know that. I knew that card was going to come up. It is, yes. The traditional tarot archetype would be the devil, okay? Fear and doubt. This is about fear and doubt often prevent a relationship from flowering or from manifesting. In matters of the heart, they can restrict and confine. They prevent you from opening to the joy and the love that's waiting for you. A fearful heart closes in upon itself and sees only negativity and doubt. Your fears can even make you question your own value, causing you to wonder whether you're worthy of being loved or if you'll ever find love. These thoughts, if not controlled, will manifest more of the same, continuing in a never-ending destructive cycle. It's time to take action. To master your fears, you must first identify them. What fears about love have you allowed yourself to believe? Are you concerned about being lovable? Are you uneasy about giving up your freedom in order to be in a relationship? Do you find it too difficult to speak up about your needs and ask that they be met? Sit quietly and uncover what may be holding you back. By the very act of facing your fears, you will recognize them for the deceptions that they are, and you will discover the power to master and eliminate them. This card's actually called Master. It's about mastering your fear. I tell you what, then it says, the absence of fear is unconditional love. Wow. The absence of fear is unconditional love. I used the word doubt earlier, didn't I? Please take some time to look at your fears and doubts. It's got the word doubt, so you can release them. This will free you to manifest joyful and loving relationships. Know that you can have the relationship you desire. Act now to release your fears and open your heart. Aren't these a story in themselves, these two cards? Also note that they've got exactly the same colour. You know, the green, the heart energy unites them both. You watching this are ready to give your love unconditionally. The other one is still got a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. Their heart is in a cage. But they've turned up, is what I'm hearing. Energetically, they've turned up. They're here. And don't forget, can't get away from this thing about mirroring. At the end of the day, if that's where you are and that's where they are, there's a bit of to and fro energy going on here. Even though you think you got it sorted, here's my heart, have it. And I'm doing it with the right intention. But for your other half, your twin flame, to be feeling that, there must be a part within you where you're thinking, but he's not going to want it. Or she's not going to want it. They're not really going to love me. They don't really want me. Can you feel that sadness? And to lift that sadness right now, I'm going to use the Bluebell Bridge spray, which I put out on the grid. It's actually the colour that I'm wearing. Bluebell Bridge for loss and grief. Let's just take a layer of this sadness off, because there's a sadness here. And just imagine yourself watching this, just with this beautiful fine blue energy falling around you, literally washing you clean. You know, I'm looking out my window and there's a very, very soft, beautiful rain, okay? Metatron is also telling me to say to you, please, please remember that for some of you, your twin flames may not even be alive anymore, okay? They might not be here on this planet. They might have already died. They might not have even come into this incarnation. There's only a small number of people that have the opportunity to really bring twin flame union together right now on this planet, okay? Others have know their twin flame. I know a few people actually like this. They know who their twin flame is, but these people are not present on Earth anymore. That doesn't mean that the relationship doesn't exist. It just means it's existing at a different level of existence. Okay, And this still applies, okay? Probably less so, because I think these energies are more about people that are physically here on Earth, because don't forget, Earth is the heavy, dense place, you know? Wherever we go to after death is obviously lighter. But remember that as well, you know, twin flames are eternal. And so those of you watching this, eternal means, you know, we're only alive for, I don't know, 80 years, 90 years, whatever, less than that a lot of the time. So we're all in different stages of our twin flame journey. Right, so that's you, that's them. Let's pull one more card now to go in the middle. I'm just drawn to the card on the bottom of the deck, actually. Let me take that one. Card number 11, Detach. This feels really important. Number 11, I'm always going on about it, is the Archangel Metatron energy. It's also, number 11, you could say, is the two twin flames standing side by side or apart, okay? It's the two pillars. But this card is telling us to detach. Not in terms of, right, that's it, I've had enough, I'm never going to think about them again, I'm never, you know, all of that. We've probably all done that. No. This is what's coming to me. It's that beautiful poem, which is about if you love somebody, set them free. If they come back, they're meant to. If they don't, they were never yours at all. There are more beautiful words than that, but you know the poem, don't you? You know the saying. That's what this lady's doing. She's letting the love go because she knows she can. She knows she can let it go, because ultimately that bird that represents the love, it's always going to come back. It can't not, because this is, I'm hearing the word home. This is the home. This is where it belongs. This is where it's meant to roost. This is where it's meant to evolve. This is where it's meant to grow. But it doesn't mean that the bird can't fly free. And that's what happens in periods of separation. Very, very, very common, you know. Twin flames are separated because one or both, it's not the right time. They need to go off and experience something else. They need to be with somebody else. And there is a valid reason why they are with that other person. That can go on for a whole lifetime, actually. But the bird, the love, always comes back to its twin after death. Doesn't mean that those of you watching that thinking, oh no, don't say that, Amanda, I want them now. Doesn't mean you can't get that in this life. But I'm just saying that is a scenario as well. That does happen, that your twin flame, who you will have met probably, but for whatever reason might be living a completely different life with a completely different person for the reason that their soul needs in this lifetime. The union isn't broken between you and them, though. It can't be. You can't break a twin flame union because it's in the heart. But yeah, she's looking a bit sad here, isn't she, that she's had to detach and let go. But look at all that beautiful bright light coming in around her. Let's pull one more. Feels like we could do with maybe two more, actually, because then I do like choosing 5 cards, and that's because 5 represents the 5th dimensional consciousness. And at the end of the day, twin flame energy, twin flame union, twin flame love is a 5th dimensional energy. It cannot operate in 3D, okay? It just can't, okay? You have to be aspiring to 5th dimensional consciousness or be living 5th dimensional consciousness, okay? So, because 5th dimensional consciousness is a higher vibration than 3rd, and twin flame love, unconditional love, is a higher dimensional love than, you know, he said this, she did that, all of that 3D stuff, which we've all fallen for, we've all done, haven't we? Okay, that card, Crown Chakra. I wasn't actually concentrating particularly when I was doing that, so I'm going to put that one down as our 4th card, but I want to shuffle one more. I'm not saying the crown chakra isn't important, because of course it is, but that's, I need one more to go with that. So 5th and final card, Metatron, for what you want to say today, what you want me to talk about here with regard to the twin flame energy as of October 2017. I just really want one card, there we go. Just breathe. Crown chakra and just breathe. Crown chakra is where we draw in that high vibrational 5th dimensional energy into our body. And for a twin flame issue, you need to be bringing the 5th dimensional energy of love into your heart. Okay, let's just use Shamuel here to do that, okay? I'm actually going higher than the crown. I'm going up to Stellar Gateway. Stellar Gateway, Soul Star Crown. Feel that energy of love. It's pouring through me. I can really feel it going down my head. And as it goes down my head, and this is I'm linking into your energy as well, what it's doing is it's starting to dissolve all those thought forms, which is, I can't do this, you know, all the doubts, all the fears. Because for the partner to get rid of these fears, you've got to get rid of yours. You're mirrors to each other. And then by you getting rid of your fears, this card's going to lighten up. And his heart's going to open, or her heart is going to open. So keep that crown chakra, the upper chakras, nice and open. Bring the energy down into your heart and allow your heart to flower open. Let's just breathe. I did that before I even started talking in this video today. I'm talking about consciously breathing, of course. I just took 3 really deep breaths because it's a big subject to tackle. It's like, where do you even start? There is so much information out there already. There is so much expectation, and Metatron is saying desperation linked into this subject. All of that has to go, everyone. If we're going to birth a new template of love, unconditional love doesn't have desperation attached to it. It doesn't have huge expectation attached to it. It doesn't have judgment attached to it. It doesn't have fear attached to it. This is a big thing to birth. And what I'm being told is the ones that are being asked to try to birth it, because don't forget, we're trying to birth it. There will be other generations that come that then take up the baton. I'm seeing a race, a relay race. The baton then gets passed to the next generation if we fail or we can't, or, you know, we never fail because we're always going to reunite with our twin. But, you know, if we can't manifest the love, the unconditional love in this lifetime, it just gets passed to somebody else. But we have to try. Sorry, there was something else that just came through there that's gone out of my mind. Let me just try and get it back. He's gone silent on me. I think we need to breathe. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. And we're going to breathe in unconditional love and then breathe out unconditional love. He wants us to feel it in our body. That's why he's not talking to me. Okay, breathing in unconditional love, everyone. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. Okay, and I'm sorry because I know you're just feeling that, and you can do that on your own when you're not watching my video. It's like that's something we all need to be practicing, okay? But what he's saying to me very clearly as I was doing that is that, God, he's taking my words away. What are you doing, Metatron? We need to breathe again. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm just going with it. This is raw and real, okay? You know the way I work. What are you playing at? Okay, he wants us to breathe again. Maybe I'll get it back. Hold on. Breathing in, I've got it back already, but let's just do it. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out unconditional love. And I'm smiling because he's saying this isn't a foreign thing, you know? I'm just writing something down in case I forget it again. He's saying this isn't a foreign thing. It's like we're making it out to be something quite, it's not scary, of course it's not, but it's like it's so unachievable. It's like, oh God, how do I do it? He's saying it's not hard. It's not as hard as you think it is. The human race has made it hard. He's saying, look at the animals. They know how to do it. Look at a dog, okay? You're being serious here. Look at a dog. A dog knows how to love unconditionally. You know, the dog's where the partner dies and the dog just sits by the man's grave for days, you know? Dogs love unconditionally. If the animal kingdom can do it, he's saying, we can do it because we're part of the animal kingdom. Right, the thing that went out of my head, okay, but it's an important point, is he was saying that back to soulmate relationships, okay, that you may well be in. And even though you're linked into a twin flame, you're in a soulmate relationship. He's saying soulmate relationships are so precious because they are the training ground, okay? They are the training ground for you to get to unconditional love. You don't take all your baggage into a twin flame relationship. That's going to be horrendous, okay? It's not going to work, which is why sometimes you are blocked from going into a twin flame relationship too quickly, okay? You've got to work through all your baggage, all your stuff in a soulmate relationship, and thank you with gratitude to your soulmate for allowing you to do that. And do never, you know, put them down, you know, a rung or two, just because they're not your twin flame. They are there to serve you and you are there to serve them. And it's all about birthing the new love that wants to come in on this planet. They are part of this. They are part of this transition. They are important. It doesn't get done without them, okay? And my voice has changed because he's being quite strict on that, all right? He's saying enough of this nonsense of, you know, putting the twin flame relationship right up here and like wanting to just jump over all the other stuff to get there. You can't do that. It's a path that you are on, and the soulmates often come in to teach you about love. So one day you can reunite with your twin flame and you will be able to experience that unconditional love, if not in this life, in the next. We're going to end with 3 breaths because I think it's a practice, 3 breaths of 3, okay? Breathing in unconditional love and breathing out unconditional love. So let's do that. This time we're going to do it. And when we're breathing it in and breathing it out, it's going to be easy to hold it, okay? And it's not going to be a foreign thing, which is like, oh, what is this? This is our true divine state, Metatron is saying, okay? So let's breathe in and welcome back unconditional love. Let's welcome back unconditional love. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Welcome it back, breathe it in and breathe it out. Welcome it back, breathe it in and breathe it out. And then let's plant our own individual seed of unconditional love into our heart and into the ground beneath us. Namaste, everybody. I'm going to leave it there for now. Much love. Oh, I will just say, because I know there are new people watching, my website, where you can get these sprays that we make with love, amandaellis.co.uk. Shamuel I've used in this video. I have also used Archangel Raphael. I have used the Archangel Metatron Loss and Grief Spray. And I have used the Archangel Metatron Tanzanite Third Eye Spray. Thank you for watching. Thank you also to all my people who donate to my channel. Thank you basically for all your love. Much love. Bye.